We back and we back. Zeus P, Tank Juice. Let the light in, man. It's the 2-hour lunch break, dog. I'm locked in. So turn your speakers up a notch and grab the white gin. And when I'm on the road to the office or the crib, it's Big Zeus, St. Jude, the ones I wanna hear. This is that 2-hour lunch break live from Lady Bird J Lake. Coming to you live, putting on for the city. This is that 2-hour lunch break live from Lady Bird J Lake.
And it's coming home to Texas. It's coming home all the way to Austin, Texas, baby.
Welcome back to another episode of the 2-Hour Lunch Break Podcast, man. A podcast for Austin, from Austin, man. I'm your host, Trotwood Zeus, and today, man, we got a special one in the building, man. We got an artist pulling back up who's been putting in real work, man, staying consistent and leveling up since the last time he sat in this chair. Man, I'm talking about somebody who came from humble beginnings, stayed grounded in his faith, and turned his life experiences into real storytelling through his music. Since the last time we tapped in, man, he's officially made the move to Austin. Dropped new music, built momentum, caught a buzz with his latest single, FASHITSHO. On top of that, he just dropped a new project, Moments to Reflect, and has been collaborating with artists all across the city, man. But more than anything, this is somebody who represents growth, not just as an artist, man, but as a man. So today, we're gonna be tapping into his journey, what's changed, what's elevated, and where he's headed next. Austin, man, tap in. We got the homie Growchild in the building, man. How are you doing today?
Man, thank you. Wait, that shit was fire. I was over here like, wait, that shit sounds so good.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, man, for real.
We had to run it back, man. Roll out the red carpet for you. We consider you a friend of the show.
Yeah, man.
So we had to, bring you in right, man. So now that we got you here, right? Let's go ahead and get to it, man. So the last time you pulled up, you were in a period you were still figuring things out. I know you had just dropped a single called Partners Flow, right? Talking about sleeping on your homie's flow. You were building your sound. What's been like your biggest real life upgrade since that episode, man?
Probably moving to Austin.
Okay.
I had wrote like in my journal like years ago when I was like talking to God, I was telling like I wanted to move to Austin. That was like something that I wanted to achieve. So yeah, I say living in the city now.
Gotcha. Now, I know before in your last episode, you had actually said Austin opened some doors for you, right?
Yeah.
Now, what made you finally say, like, man, it's time to move out of Cove. I need to come to Austin. What kicked that idea off?
It was after I did the Fat Ass Rap Show for Pre-Roll, Smokeout. Shout out Jay Soldier and Maul. After I did that show at South by, me and my brother just kind of sat with each other and was like, it's time to just pull the trigger. If we keep waiting on it, we ain't never gonna leave the city.
Right.
So it was just time to take a step.
Yeah, man.
Take a leap of faith.
Up, So So now that you've been living in Austin, for what?
Damn near a year now.
Right. So you've been living in Austin for
a year.
So man, how has living here, versus Cove, kind of changed, your creative process versus like, commuting from Cove for every event and every show and coming to the studio, driving from Cove? How has that changed for you?
I feel like I'm able to be like more present than ever. I'm able to like meet people, like collab and like support like a lot of my community. A lot of my friends do music, so moving out here has opened that door to me just being able. Like when we first moved out here, I think I was like DMing damn near everybody. Like, come to the crib, let's record. Come to the crib, let's record. That's how like I met like Blackchild, Los, and some other like Buka. Like I met a lot of homies just from just moving out here and just going around and saying what's up.
Okay.
So I think it's made me more social.
Yeah.
More than anything.
There we go. Kind of brought you out of that shell a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like it's brought me out of that. Cause a lot of people be like, I look unapproachable, but really, I'm a big ass kid. So moving out here is help.
I mean, just from watching from a distance, you seem like more like kind of like a laid back. You could chill in the corner and post up and be out the way kind of dude.
And that's the complete opposite of me.
Right. Gotcha. Okay, so now that you're here, man, what's something about the Austin music scene, the Austin rap scene, that people from the outside just really wouldn't understand until they're in it?
I feel like rap in Austin is overlooked a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like we not looked at, or like I even damn near respected. Like, I feel like a lot of times it's overlooked, and so now that I'm like in it, I mean a lot of my homies throw events and like really uplift and like help that bring the community, because like we do have something to say. We do got something that we do have a lot of talent out here. There's a lot of amazing artists out here. I feel like lately it's starting to get a little bit better as far as like people are really paying attention. It's here. The talent is here. It just I feel like we're starting to open their eyes up a little more.
Yeah, man, making a breakthrough. So, all right, so let's switch gears a little bit, right? Let's talk about the music. So, you had the single FASHITSHO, right?
Yeah.
Kind of caught a buzz with that one, right? What do you think made that one, kind of catch fire the way it did?
I think it's the way I just kept oversaturating this shit out of the timeline.
Promo, that marketing.
You could not. It's a lot of people that be like, yeah, I already damn near knew your verse and your song before it even came out. And I think FASHITSHO just is catchy. Some people like it, some people don't like it. But yeah, I really just released it. It wasn't like I had no like, ooh, this gonna catch a buzz. I was just at that point, it's in God's hands.
Yeah, there we go. So, all right. So, did the reaction for FASHITSHO kind of change the way you market your music a little bit?
Yes, it changed my approach. It changed the way I release, and it also let me know to stop holding on stop holding on the music.
Yeah, just put it out there.
Just put it up.
There we go. So, okay. So, outside of FASHITSHO, you actually just dropped another track, Moments to Reflect, right? I think that dropped March 19th. What kind of headspace were you in when you were creating that one?
I had made that song a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Where the headspace, I was depressed. Straight up. I was not. I think I would say I was like probably the worst version of myself at that time. I was abusing alcohol. I was out all the time. I wasn't okay. So I had made that song like just really just sitting with how I feel. And then I had made a different version of it, but my homie Brian Eclipse, we from the same town. We both from Cove.
Okay.
He produced Moments to Reflect, and I had heard the beat, and he sent it over to me, and I got straight to recording it. And then Free, which kind of really brought it together, he played saxophone on the track.
Right, yeah.
So Free played saxophone, and then at the beginning, the person that's talking is my dad. So that was my dad talking to me and like sending encouragement and just kind of like letting me know like it's gonna be okay. So that's really a song where I'm like reflecting on like who I am, why I'm here, and like how I was feeling.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. Just as a fan, and I think you had put out like either it was like a clip or a post on IG a couple weeks back, and like that snippet with like your pops talking in the background. Hey, dog, I was touched, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he didn't even know I did that.
Yeah, man. You got your pop speaking positivity into you like that, man. I know that's an amazing feeling. Like, if I had a call while I was with my dad, man, I'd have been on the other end crying.
Man, we've had a lot of calls where we've had so many calls where it's been like that.
Yeah,
my pops is a very like, Kane is not in your vocabulary. Like, you can do whatever you want as long as you, like, ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. Don't nobody owe you nothing.
Right.
So, yeah, my pops is a real drive.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, what was his reaction once he found out that snippet was on there?
He texted me, he loved it.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna get some money off of this.
Right, yeah, like yeah, with a check.
He was like, where my cut at? So, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so I know we were actually talking off air, man. You've been moving with like a big group of like up and coming artists in the city. Since you playing the roots here. I know you've been locked in with the homie Frank Lucra. You've been locking in with Los Kimmon. I think I see you pop up in the Los Kimmon video. I know you popped up in a Lynn video. Like y'all been locked in. You've been kicking it with Growchild. People like that in the city that are really making moves. How did those connections come about?
Me reaching out and saying, well, I met Lynn at South by. Like, we had just randomly ran into each other, and like we had been like supporting each other and like saying what's up. Right. But I think we just started hanging out. Growchild, I had seen her perform at Razfest for the first time, and then I had sent her an open verse. They came over to the house, and then ever since then, just been around.
Okay.
Los, I had been a fan of Los for a long time before I ever even knew him.
Yeah.
And he was on my first album.
Okay.
And we just kept running into each other, and then after that, we just kept hanging out.
Gotcha.
So all of them. So yeah, just being around.
So I was gonna say, like, so as far as like the collaborators you deal with now, is it mainly like, you know, do you base it off of people you know personally, or just like you like that artist's music? What do you base it off of nowadays?
Yeah, I base it off of if like, do I like your music? Because all of my niggas make good music. I'll put that out first. Hey, all of my homies make good music. So it really did like start off of me just being a fan of their music, but then I get to know them as like humans, as people.
Right.
And since then, they just kinfolk now. We talk so much shit. They be on my ass every day.
I bet. You
So, but yeah, that's my kinfolk.
There we go. So outside of them, man, you also locked in pretty tight with Frank Lucre, right? I know y'all actually got a group, the Gloom Brothers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Where did that idea come from?
Us making too many damn songs. And man, Frank is like, that's my dog, that's my right hand. That's the person that was like, he was the one that's like, it's time to move to us, and he was the one that like really pushed for us to do that. But Frank been with me since literally the beginning. Yeah,
y'all been locked in for a minute.
He mix and master all my songs.
Okay. He
right there, he critiquing, he letting me know, he talking shit.
Right.
Yeah, he just been with me every step of the way. So Frank is my dog. But if we got cool over food.
Yeah, okay.
Before we was ever cool about music, we bonded over food.
Gotcha. So, okay, so I know you've done a lot of collaborations, but like out of all the collaborations that you've done, what's one that kind of pushed you out of your comfort zone creatively?
Frank, working with Frank.
Okay.
Frank got his sound and the way he approached songs is very different than anybody else I've worked with. And he do be pushing me out my comfort zone, because I was definitely one of them like, I ain't never gonna do auto-tune. I ain't never doing this. And he was like, nah, we're doing this.
Right.
It's made me approach music very differently now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say Frank.
Okay. So, you know, reading up on you, I know we've done interviews in the past. Every time we've talked, I know you've always been big on like authenticity, right? How do you balance, you know, kind of staying true to yourself, but also, you know, you got this rise in profile, like you being known more and more, and I'm sure there's probably like offers to do different kinds of music and stuff like that. How do you stay true to yourself that entire time while you climbing up the ranks like that?
Keeping my faith and being grounded with my homies.
Okay.
My homies keep me humble. My family keep me humble.
Yeah.
And they be like, oh, drop that little ass song.
Right. Hell
but
yeah.
be
That's
supportive at the same time.
Yeah,
so it's just like, just remembering like everybody human. We all humans. I'm more than just a nigga that like to rap.
Yeah.
So yeah, just doing stuff that keep me feeling like me. Just staying grounded in things that make me feel like me.
Gotcha. So, you know, your music has always had, you know, like a storytelling element to it, right? What stories are you telling now that you couldn't really tell before?
I feel like the stories that I want to talk about, I ain't even really been able to express. But I think Moments to Reflect is one of those songs where I was able to really like, I was shining a light on me. I was low-key nervous to drop that, because I was like, man, this is opening the door to like for people to know me a little more personally. But that seems to be the song that's been doing the most impact as well. So
I ain't gonna lie, I don't mean to cut you off. So
no, you
that's
good.
Been one of my favorite tracks from you so far, bro.
See, and a lot of people been saying that.
Yeah, for real. So I know, you know, there had been an interview you had done where you said that you're still discovering yourself like as an artist, right? Do you feel like, you know, that you've kind of found your sound, especially like with this latest one?
I feel like I'm getting there. I think I'm still trying to find it. I be jumping, I be all around with sounds. I be doing this project and that project, but I've been trying to focus solely on one. But I feel like my sound forever gonna be changing.
Yeah.
But I am trying to figure out, because I feel like a lot of songs, they be like, oh, you sound like this and you sound like that, and I'm trying to figure out what Growchild just sound like. Who is that?
Gotcha. So, all right. So let's talk about evolution, right? So, you know, in the past, you've actually talked about struggling to finish projects before. I know we were talking about The Garden in your last interview, and now I've noticed there's definitely been like a shift. Like you've had like your consistency is a lot more like, well, your consistency is more consistent to keep it above, right? So what's different now in your discipline level? Because it seems like it's like you really locked in now.
I think it was after we went to New York.
Okay.
After we went to New York, that shit kind of lit a fire under me.
Right.
Of like, okay, we can. Because I mean, when we was in New York, I was like, damn, I never thought I'd be here, and we doing music.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of really put a hustle in me as far as like, okay, so what we finna do? We finna just keep sitting around and being like, and I got tired of saying soon.
Mm-hmm.
I got tired of telling people soon. So I still be struggling to drop
Right.
dope.
Right.
But I've definitely just been like, just put it out.
Okay.
Stop stressing. Now it's just trying to get everything like visually how I want bring my world to life and execute that well with the song.
Gotcha. So man, so let's talk about that New York trip, right? So I know we were talking about it off air.
Yeah.
I know you said you went out there with the homie Los Kemet. What sparked that idea for him to like have all the homies come through and then y'all got a lot of content and stuff going off? How was that? What was that like?
Shit, we was just walking to get tacos.
Okay.
Dead. We was walking to go get some Tyson's tacos.
Uh-huh.
I think we had just left the pool hall. We was lit.
Right.
At this time, I was off hen dog. And then we was just talking with him, and then he just was like, "Y'all want to come?" It was off the love. It wasn't like we approached him or anything. We just was walking and talking, and then once he told us that, he was like, "But I'm like, don't say yes if you not dead ass." And that shit, we was hustling.
Yeah.
So that was just off a conversation of us walking.
So I'm curious, right? I know we've talked about like all the progress you made and everything like that. Like you leveling up, you moved to the city, you got projects going. You know, I know you said you finally left the state of Texas for the first time and kind of saw some things you never really got a chance to see before, right? But on the opposite side of that, though, right? Like what's like the hardest lessons that you've learned in that past year while you've had so much growth? I'm sure it hasn't been 100%, you know, butterflies and all that. Like what's been the other side of that experience been like, you know?
This shit takes time and sacrifice.
True.
It takes a lot of time. It's a lot of, and like execution really matters. I feel like before I moved a little more carelessly and was just like, I think it was cool and it worked for a while, like setting up the camera and just rapping.
Right.
But now I'm like, okay, so how do we approach this differently with a story and with an image that really like, that feels like me? How do I present me in a way that doesn't feel like I'm conforming and executing that well? But yeah, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of sacrifice. I be missing out on shit, or I hate missing out on stuff, but I be having to take care of stuff musically and just life-wise as well. Life don't stop. Still gotta work, still got bills to pay.
You ain't lying, bro.
I ain't rolling in the dough at all.
Real.
Man, everything costs. Visuals costs, promo costs, buying the beat costs, cover art. It's a lot that go into it.
Yeah, you got to invest in yourself, you know? Okay. So, all right. So let's switch gears, man. Let's talk about the future, right? Yeah. So, you know, you got all these different projects dropping. You know, you got you've been working with Los Kemet, Lynn. I know you got stuff that you've done with the homie Frank Luke or stuff like that. But what's like your next milestone music-wise? Like, what are you chasing right now musically?
Dropping another album. Dropping a project.
Okay, do we got a name for it yet? Or is that still in the works?
Yeah, it's called Just Rap.
Okay. What's the ETA on that? Can you say yet?
Shit, I don't even know.
Okay.
my goal is this year though.
Okay. So 2026.
Yeah, my goal is
Just Rap project.
Don't hold me. They finna hold me to it.
I'm just saying, you know, since we here.
But yeah, I am definitely working on an album, on a project.
Okay.
And it's pretty good. It's pretty damn good.
So creatively though, like what are we thinking on Just Rap? Like what kind of project it is? Is it gonna be like a whole bunch of bars, or is it gonna be like real like introspective, like your last single that just dropped out? Like what are you thinking?
I think it's a little more carefree. It's a blend of everything. I feel like I'm always trying to approach things as a concept. Yeah. And then I overdo it, or I start getting in my head about it, and then it don't come out, or it gets scrapped. So with Just Rap, it is simply just rap. Gotcha.
I love that. So you know, piggybacking and talking about your future, right? If everything goes right for you in the next year, the next 12 months, right? what does a successful year look like for you? If everything that you want to do goes like it's supposed to, what happens? Are we talking tours? Are we talking, what are we looking at?
I would love to tour.
Okay.
And if it puts me in the spot financially where music is my job, that would be fantastic.
Hey.
I would love to be like, yeah, I don't have to do this no more. All I got to do is music full time and being able to like curate events and throw shows. But yeah, the ultimate goal, I want to tour.
Gotcha.
I want to tour so bad. I want to see the world, and I want to rap. I want to perform.
Yeah, make a living off the music too.
Yeah, I want to be able to have that kind of stability.
So on a personal note, right? I know you working a 9 to 5. You still being a creative. You got relationships you got to balance. You got friends. You got family. All this different stuff, right? With that said, with all these different things you got, what does like work-life balance look like for you? Like, what do you do to like decompress? Do you got to go hit the gym? Do you got to go on a walk? Like, what does that look like for you?
I think it's either going back home.
Okay.
Like going back home to visit family.
Yeah.
I would say my shit been hectic. But going back home to visit family, hanging out with my friends, taking my dog out, going to the dog park and just kind of sitting and reading my word. Like spending time. I've been trying to really get better about spending time with Jesus and getting back in the gym as well.
Okay.
I feel like since I've been sober as well, I feel like I sleep better. My mind is a little bit more clear. And I feel like I've been moving a little differently now. So I would say those things.
Gotcha. So I know you were talking about you being sober. What's your sobriety journey been like? Because I know it's been a few weeks, right?
Yeah.
How's that been going? What kicked that off?
South by.
Okay.
I was at them open bars and
hey, that'll do it. That'll do it.
My
bro.
body was, I think, like I had woke up and my body was just in pain.
Yeah.
And I was like, actually, I think I'm getting a little too old for this shit.
Yeah, man.
I'm getting tired of it.
Oh.
But also, like, I think I was with one of my homies. No, I was at my job and one of the kids was like, yeah, you got a dad bod. And that shit had me like, oh, hell nah.
I think kids brutally honest too,
man, and
bro.
they not. Bro.
That's
he
crazy.
said that shit and they started laughing.
Yeah.
And I was laughing too, but I definitely was like,
right, yeah.
I'm not right. I'm like, man. He was just casually laughing
right.
about this.
That's crazy.
So after that, I kind of was like, yeah, it's time to approach things a little bit more differently. And I know that the gym is damn near pointless if I just go out and get lit every weekend.
Yeah.
I enjoy drinking, but the pros and the cons, the cons is outweighing right now.
So I was gonna say, man, how has that benefited you so far? Like, how you been feeling since you started?
I've been feeling pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Since I've been sober,
Yeah.
I feel like I've been more. I'm saving money. Saving
Real.
so much money.
Hell yeah.
Saving money. I've been way more clear-minded. I've been sleeping a lot better. And like that groggy, like I ain't been groggy, and I think that's been like I hate waking up groggy because then I just waste the whole day because I'm trying to recover.
Trying to bounce
so
back.
I feel like I just been more productive since I stopped.
Gotcha.
Overall.
That's amazing, man. Hey, number one, bro, I'm proud of you for your sobriety journey, man. That's something not everybody can get a hold of, and that the fact that you on that path, man, shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
So man, let's go ahead and switch gears, right? I know we did our Q&A, but we're gonna go ahead and switch over to a new segment. We got our this or that segment, so I'm gonna throw a few rapid fire questions at you. You got to do this or that and why.
Okay.
So I usually try to stump everybody at least once.
It's fine. I'm excited. Okay.
So we're gonna throw a few at you. All right, let's get to it. All right. Okay. Music and creative process. Freestyle or write it down for
freestyle.
Lyrics? Okay.
I always start from freestyles. A lot of my songs start from freestyles of me just listening to beats in my car and rapping, and then if someone catch me, or I'll be like, oh, hold on, I think we got some, then I start writing.
Gotcha. Okay. Next one, we got one perfect take or multiple takes?
I would love a one perfect take. When I get, man, see, everybody want to rap till you got to take that shit over like 500 times.
Right.
And like me, like I'll just keep doing it until it sounds good, or I feel like, okay, this is it. So I would love to have one takes, but for the most part, it probably do be multiple takes.
Gotcha. I get that. Okay. When you're making a song, do you need the beats first or do you write your lyrics first?
Beats.
Okay.
But I'm trying to get into just writing lyrics. I feel like I can, but I be getting pissed when I can't find something that fit the verse.
Right.
So yeah, it usually starts from me just listening to beats and then kind of seeing what comes from that.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one. We got Austin of Copper's Cove.
Oh, nigga, Austin. Hey,
That was easy.
Man, I love Cove. That's where I'm from. That's home. But Cove ain't got shit to do. Just being straight up. I be bored. I be bored. I know what I'm doing. I know I'm going to work. I get off work. I'm going to go to the city park. I'm going to hoop. I'm probably going to go to Subway. And then I'm going to go home. So it's like, and Austin got different food options.
Yeah.
Austin got a lot of different events and community events. So yeah, I'm going to do Austin.
Right. I'm sure with Cove, that's home, but it get old real quick though.
Yeah, yeah, I'll be ready to go.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's do studio session or live show.
Live show. I like performing. I love performing.
Okay.
I really want to get better about that as well. My studio sessions just be at the house. So
okay.
I think this year is probably the first time I've actually went to somebody else's studio.
Okay.
But for the most part, yeah, I do everything at the house. Got so live shows would be my shit. I would love to do that more.
Okay. All right, let's go networking events or staying low key.
Networking events. I be outside. I feel like every time I went out, I've been able to meet somebody or it just opened a lot more doors. I think staying low key is cool, but I don't got the standard to do that yet. I would love to duck off for some time and go and do me, which I mean I still will find the time to do that. But I think right now it's like I am trying to put a face to the name.
I get that.
So and it's nice meeting people. I like being around people. I like meeting people. I've learned I'm more social than I think.
Okay.
Since being out here.
There we go. Yeah, come out of that shell. You know.
For real.
All right, let's talk collaboration, right? So working with friends or new artists.
I mean, I want to work with new artists, but I'll probably say friends, right? Because with my friends, I know.
Yeah.
With new artists, it's like I want to, but like if you ask, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not.
Like you said, I mean, you know your homies make good.
Yeah.
You know that's a guaranteed solid work. So I get it. Let's go in-person studio session or sending files back and forth.
In person. I love in person because I feel like when you in person, it's a lot more. Like y'all can really talk and be like, oh, we could do this or we could do that.
Right.
I don't mind sending files over, but I would prefer for people to. I like being around.
Yeah, I get that. Okay. When you record, you like group energy or solo focus?
I think it depends on what I'm making, but for the most part, probably group energy. But I think when I'm really trying to lock in, it's probably solo.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see the next one. We got mindset, right? So you got faith over fear or logic over emotion?
Faith over fear.
I kind of figured that's
yeah, I'm biased on this.
Right.
Yeah, it's faith over fear. Always.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go discipline or inspiration?
Discipline. I think I'm learning discipline. I'm always inspired, but I think discipline is something that I am learning now to start doing. And I will say, since I have been getting better about being disciplined, it has opened different opportunities and things for me as well.
Right. Because the thing about inspiration, not everybody's inspired all the time, but somebody can be disciplined all the time. You know what I mean? So that can work in the long run.
I agree.
Get that. All right, next one we got same everyday routine or kind of going with the flow.
I'm getting into a routine, but I'm definitely a go with the flow ass nigga.
Right. Yeah.
I'm definitely like, we'll just see where the wind takes us, and we'll just go from there.
Right.
Which be stressing Frank out because he's a
man.
planner, and
'Cause not everybody built
I'm
like
not
that.
a planner.
Right.
But I'm learning that I have to be a planner for me to be able to get the things that I want executed.
Yeah.
I gotta learn people's schedules. I gotta learn how this works and who works this day. So yeah, I'm becoming more of that.
Gotcha. Okay. Next one. I already know the answer to this one, but I'm gonna still ask you. We talking growth or comfort?
Oh, growth.
Yeah, I figured, but I still have to throw it out there.
Because I've been in comfort. I've been comfortable and I've been complacent, and then nothing happened because I got complacent. So yeah, growth. No pun intended.
There we go. Okay. So we got our last couple ones. I'm gonna try to get real deep on you.
Okay.
We got money or meaning.
Meaning.
Okay. There we go.
People live their life with what you make and what you do and
Right.
how you are. So I feel like the meaning it has to. What am I do? I do this for me. I do this because it's therapy for me, but I also do this because I know that this might help somebody. This might lead somebody. This might show somebody something different than what they know. And sometimes your music might be the only way they are able to express themselves. So yeah, I would say meaning. But I do like money. I do like money.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I'll take some money, but
don't
meaning.
get it confused.
Okay. Last this or that one. We got legacy or lifestyle.
I think I'm learning legacy now as I get older.
Okay.
I do want legacy. I do want something to leave behind, what I stand for, who I am, and what I'm about. And I think that's what's been making me change the way I've been moving. Because I think my lifestyle was cool. It was fun. I loved it. I still do. But the way I approach that has to be changed. Or I won't have no legacy to leave behind.
True. Right. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So now we got our final question of the night, right?
Yeah.
So before we wrap things up, let's go ahead and put that out there. It's actually a question we ask everybody that comes onto the show. Now that we got a chance to, chop it up, have good vibes, good conversation, everything like that. With all that said, who do you think would be a good guest on the podcast in the future? But before you answer, this has to be somebody in your phone, in your contacts.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I pulled up on the 2-hour lunch break. You need to come through. Who would that person or people be?
It would be my right-hand man, my brother, Frank Luker. That's
Okay,
That's exactly who I would tell to come on. And he been talking about wanting to. We been had conversations. He already know I'm here right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it would be Frank.
Okay. Hey, you heard it. Frank, we got to lock in, bro. We going to make something happen. Let's make something shake. Before we wrap up, man, let's plug your social media handles. Where can everybody find you? Where can everybody find your music?
You can find me on all platforms at Growchild, and you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, at Growchild Grow.
Hey, there we go. All right, man. Well, that wraps up another edition of the 2-Hour Lunch Break podcast, man. Once again, big shout out to the homie Growchild for pulling up, chopping it up with us, man. Shout out to our production, ever behind the boards. You can't see him, but he's always doing good work, man. You can tap in with him on Instagram at Cafe Yodo. If you're rocking with the conversation, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications on YouTube so you don't miss a drop. New episodes of the 2-Hour Lunch Break stream every Thursday on all DSPs, and you can find us on Instagram and X at 2HLBPOD. Austin, man, we do this for the city, a podcast for Austin, from Austin. Thank you for tapping in, man. We out. Hey.
And it's coming home to Texas. It's coming home all the way to Austin, Texas, baby.